Tom Franklin.
Folks, as far as I can recall, my dad only had one superstition, and it was this. Tommy, no race car should have a number that reads the same way upside down as it does right side up. That's bad luck. Just stay away from that. And that caused me a problem one night when I was but a mere beardless youth. Go back with me, if you will, 40 years. I'm going to take you to the Enid Stockyard and Fairground, where the smell of horse manure and cow manure mixes with nitro and burnt rubber. I am a stock car racer, folks, born and bred. There was no milk in my bottle. That was Canadian whiskey, folks. And I now have a problem because my boss, Jerry Jansen, has just rolled off the trailer a beautiful super modified stock car straight from the factory in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with a 327 cubic inch Chevrolet engine under it, 600 horsepower, and number 11 on the nose. Gosh, Dad. You know, it's funny. It does look the same this way. Maybe we'll try her over here. No, that's not working either. That number's causing me a problem. But I got two numbers I like better than that. One of them's 600 horsepower, the other's 17. Because at the age 17, you got the three eyes on your side. You are infallible. You are invincible, and you are immortal. And it's time for the feature race, and I'm firing that puppy up. I jumped in it, strapped on my helmet, and took out onto the track. In the Midwest Stock Car Racing Association, the fastest cars start at the back, and the slowest cars are at the front. And if you're going to win, you got to pass everybody. And so I took off on that track like the Gadarene demoniac with my hair on fire. I had all those cars ahead of me, but it was no problem. I just cranked her down in gear. I took off like a great seagull, and I landed in second place. I'm coming around the corner. I'm a lot faster than the guy in first place, and he knows it too. He's trying to get out of my way to let me through, because he knows I'm faster, but he just kept running out of talent, and then he kept sliding back in front of me. You know, it's almost like he was blocking me, but I knew he knew I was faster. He wouldn't be doing that. So I used my brand new chrome crash bar and just helped him up the racetrack. Just helped him up the racetrack a little bit. Went through and took the checkered flag. On the way back on the cool-off lap, to thank me for that courtesy, he gave me a little tap in the rear end. No big deal, although it did give my mechanic an opportunity to get to know his mechanic. And they discuss things in a foreign language that's limited to 4-letter words and gesturing with crescent wrenches, but it's a fascinating little language. You should learn it. In any case, I got my picture taken with the trophy girl. Had my trophy in my hand, had my arm around the trophy girl. Son, move your hand up on the trophy girl a little bit. I don't understand. She never complained about that before. But it's time for the big night race, the night of the race, the money race, the A feature. 25 super modified stock cars out there, 4 abreast. We came around to take the green flag, and the announcer said, "Folks, here they come like Swedes out of the weeds," and we came by with all that roar of horsepower. Man, I was flying. I was running like a scalded dog. I was faster than a rabid cat with my tail on fire. I come into the fourth corner, and I slid out to the outside rail, and I had nothing but clean, red, hard dirt in front of me, harder than a devil's heart, and I nailed her and sent all 600 horsepower back to the rear wheels. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Well, since you asked me that, I'll tell you. The rear axle, called the half shaft, decided, I'm done for the night. And that left rear wheel went flipping off that car like the coin at the opening of the Super Bowl. Now, a 3-legged dog can kind of get around, but a 3-legged race car is an unnatural act. The rear end wants to be where the front end is, then the front end wants to get back to nature, and I went flipping down the front straightaway 11 times end over end. Jerry told me, if you're going to crash, crash big, so I did. People asked me later, said, were you scared? And I said, no, I didn't have time, but I did run a nice pair of underwear. I went wandering into the pits and collapsed over the trailer. I saw stars, most of them not in the sky. I looked up and saw Dad's face over me. He leaned over and said, Tommy, you all right? I said, I'm tolerable, Dad. He said, oh, okay. I'll have Jerry changed the number to 17. We all know what he was talking about. Because you can be fast, but you can't outrun superstition.